Hey there, bibliophiles and those raising bibliophiles. Thank you for joining me today for an honest book review from a fellow mom seeking great books for children to read. Today's book review is Book 2 from Journey to Impossible Places. So, Journey to Impossible Places is a book series by Ted Dekker and H.R.Hutzel. I apologize if I mispronounced that. And so, Book 2 is called The Great Divide. And this is a fantasy series. So this particular book picks up exactly where book 1 left off. And so we have Charlie, who must retrieve 3 keys in order to restore the light to Lumina. However, his task is not easy. Each key is hidden within a stronghold that he must defeat in order to release the key. And as if that wasn't difficult enough, his twin brother Michael is not only seeking to stop him, but to actually kill him. So fortunately, Charlie is not alone in this endeavor. He has companions that are to assist him. One is a young girl named Bryn, and then the other one is a creature called Tolly, and he is known as a Roosh. It's like this bat-like creature that can talk and fly and is fuzzy. So Bryn's not able to enter the strongholds, but Charlie is and Roosh is. So the first stronghold Charlie must face is that of envy. The second is judgment, and the third is anger. In order to succeed in each, he has to face his own attitudes, his own feelings, his own behaviors towards envy and judgment. So envy and judgment are the strongholds that he faces in book 2. And so I'm going to sort of focus on what happens with those. But ultimately, he's got to face the darkness that's within himself. Does show up in both instances, but Charlie's able to escape, and the book ends with him on his way to the third stronghold. So I don't want to give too much away. It is a really good book series. It's not like going to be some great classic work of literature, but as a fantasy story that's engaging and has good themes, I think most readers would enjoy that. The story also just doesn't follow along between Michael and Charlie. So if you've seen my other review for book 1, definitely go back and check that if you haven't. That'll give you a little more context for what's going to continue to proceed. But we have Michael and Charlie, who are obviously at odds with one another, but there also are the remaining children that they left on the mysterious island. And so whatever's happening with them and Lumina is also transferring to this mysterious island. So things are not going well there. Tyler, Milo, and Reagan discover a weird vine with purple fruit, but the fruit that they eat, it changes the children who eat it. And they become more angry and violent, and then they're able to like speak and hear from the island. And basically what they're told is lies. Sarah attempts to confront the behavior with Tyler, who is sort of a bit of a leader because he's the oldest now that Michael is gone. And as this section of the story comes to a close in book 2, Maxine is killed by Tyler in his attempt to attack Sarah. And then he doesn't even blame himself for what happened. He sees it exclusively as Sarah's fault. Given the nature of the story and how dark it is, and Maxine being killed, and the descriptions and the bullying, if you saw my descriptions and stuff for book 1, I definitely would consider this on the older side. So the book is sort of geared 9 to 16, which is a huge range. But like I said, the readability is there for younger readers, so it's not a difficult read. However, the themes and the extent of bullying and the things that are said to the children are things that I would definitely, I personally would wait until maybe 12 and up, that they can reason enough and not let those harsh words and sayings like become something in their head. Like one of them is, just talking about how like you're not made, like you're weak. F is for forgotten, F is for failure, those types of things. And so you see those in book 1, and that really continues. And then you have the violence of the death of Maxine, and you also have the continual focus of Michael like literally trying to kill Charlie. And so you do have good biblical themes, because the book's definitely in book 1, again, go back and see that review, but it sets up the idea that we are to love our enemies, and how, like, what does it profit you to love those that love you, but to love those who don't love you and those who hate you and all of that. And so there are some good themes in the story. Definitely check out. I did pull out a few quotes that I think are noteworthy. One of them is the idea that hope should be shared. So that's, a great idea and a great theme. But definitely reluctant readers would enjoy the story. It's that engaging. And they're not long. You can read them really quickly. They're only a little over, I think book one was a little over 200 pages. This one's like 189. So they're a quick read. The font's pretty big. So reluctant readers would definitely be engaged. So if you have a reluctant teen reader, maybe have them try out this story. But for younger readers, I would definitely just use a bit of caution in that regard.